Oh, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP community. And welcome to another Fan Art Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, as well as Head Containment Specialist. And as I have done daily for the last 7 months, the streak remains strong. Today is the 7-month anniversary of daily streams, everyone. And a Fan Art Friday. That's what today is. Yeesh. We are unstoppable. As I have done for these last 7 months, I am here for somewhere between 30 minutes to 3 hours to open my office door to you, the Foundation staff, to answer your queries about the inner workings of the SCP Foundation, our dark and mysterious place of employment. So, whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff who contain them, the groups of interest who try to stop us from containing them, and or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside of our purview, perhaps they're from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom, I will be here for the next 45 minutes. We're going to start with a little housekeeping. Then we're going to go through Fan Art Friday, at which point I will suspend chats and donos so I can get through Fan Art Friday really quick. That way I don't miss anything. And then we will end the stream with chats and donos and Q&A and things like that, as we always do. But housekeeping, first and foremost. Dr. Val, congratulations on being our #1 most punctual chatter of the day. Congratulations on being first. Meanwhile, along Raccoon Dog, Amber Chaos, Blake, Yellow, Notorious Gaming, Silent Follower, Senior Researcher Alex, Kaiser Mistborn, Foxpax, America, Low Key. If I didn't say Billy the Go-Goat, then Billy the Go-Goat. All of you, thank you for being here punctually, and thank you for being here as well as being members. We appreciate your membership and your service, helping to support the Site 42 cause monthly, earning a green name, badges, and immunity from slow mode. That's too much power, if I'm being honest, but YouTube said that's how it works, so YouTube said that's how it works. Furthermore, Artsy Moonlight, Seal, Maris, Cute Violet, and Rat. Welcome to stream. Thank you for being punctual, and thank you for being here just for being you. Zombie Cat, Desk is currently MIA. I assume that Desk is getting spit shined or something like that. You know how shiny that mahogany needs to be, otherwise he's inconsolable for the rest of the day. Also a bit of housekeeping today. Low Key. Low Key. Thank you for starting off our stream with your first donation of the day, the first donation of the day, and for being incredibly generous right out of the gate. Your daily streak continues, I see. And, well, thank you more than I can say from this side of a screen. For your, you are correct. No coffee today. It is breakfast. It is smoothie time. So, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the on-site gym, low-key, and there's a smoothie bar. And not only do they make the best smoothies on site, I mean, the commissary is okay, but the gym, obviously, they are smoothie buffs. They know what they're doing. But I'm not going to tell you where I got this. But let's just say a certain multiverse that died out left behind a couple of their SCP-500 instances. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I got a couple of them and they're grinding up in the smoothies in the gym. Thank you for your generosity. I hope it cures what ails you. Doctor, why did I see you in the Unis Annus Memento Mori stream? Is Markiplier now an SCP? Xmas SJ has also turned my water into Sprite Cranberry, my good sir. Oh me, oh my. Well, first of all, yes, as soon as I got off stream yesterday, I did see that Mark and Ethan had been streaming for 2 hours as I had been. And so I could not miss what was going on and see how they are. I also have the stream saved in my watch later so I can go back and watch the first 2 hours. But yes, I was there in the Unis Annus deletion stream. And so I like to check in and see what those boys are doing. Because Unis Annus was an incredible art project. And you know I'm there for that. You know I'm there for that. America, thank you for your 4-month member message as a Mobile Task Force Captain. We appreciate your membership and your service. 4 months, how about that? Many memories. Anyway, OCSCP 1776-J reporting their duty. So I'm getting closer to 500 subscribers. Oh, congratulations. That's an important milestone. Keep up the good work. Build your videos, build the quality, and they will come. More practice, more perfect. Yellow, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some cantaloupe on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. Sherman, how do you think the Foundation would interact with the Redwood Bureau? Do you think they'd be reluctant allies or similar to how they view the GOC? Well, I'm not familiar with the Redwood Bureau, except for a piece of furniture. But so what is this thing? It is a YouTube podcast, also on Spotify. New horror supernatural show. Researchers and capture supernatural entities, usually at the cost of human lives. Agent Conroy is there to leak their reports to the public. Well, it seems like I'd be a fan of the Redwood Bureau. In fact, if that's not just an alternate universe of us, I would be shocked. Although this Conroy can eat a bag of dicks. Leaking our secret records to the public? How dare you? All right, last 2 donations, then I have to start the fan art stream. So Notorious Gaming, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a anana on your way past the commissary. Congrats on 7 months, Doc. Also, awesome shirt. Thank you. One of my students gifted me this shirt. I think it's very nice. Also, thank you on the 7 months. Congratulations. Our endurance is building. We're getting better at this. Phobos, the idiot. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Low Key, thank you for donating again. Has Doc Sherman ever seen the Red Lake? I mean, I've toured the facility before. I had to pick up some slack. But while I was walking around, my long jacket got a little red on it, which was very frustrating. I had to take it to the cleaners. Anyways. All right, we are jumping into the Fan Art Friday folder for Friday, November 14th. And Silent Follower, I will thank you for your first dono and your membership, since I see that you are, in fact, leaving. So you can check out the Fan Art VOD. That'll be up, but I hope you have a good rest of your day to the best of your ability. We will be here. one way or another. The streak continues strong, so Site 42 is here to stay. So, starting at the beginning of the fan art folder, Building Block is our first fan art to the day. And Building Block has brought forth to us a very simple Dr. Clef, My Little Pony. I am sure that Clef would appreciate this once he saw it. My Little Pony seems like a Dr. Clef kind of thing to me. Very nice, Building Block, and good to see you in the chat to witness your art as well. Very lucky timing. Next up, we have Roar Caution. Roar Caution is bringing us 2 pieces of art today in the same email. I appreciate you putting forth the effort to keep it all together for me. Thank you. Also, Neptune, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Now, here is... I don't know what this is, but I like the colors. I'm not a furry. That's not me. That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Is this another universe? A furry universe? I am just confused. That is all. That is all. Nice hair, though, you got there. Nice tropical sunset hair. Very, very good. And then... Oh, no, we've been perler beaded. Look out. This is the universe where we're all perler beads and we're all beads walking around in 2-dimensional. Man, this is really difficult. I like that you still got the hair in there, though. That's very good. That is some nice perler bead art. I don't know if those are actually perler beads or if that's a different thing. But they look like perler beads to me. But very cool. A little drawn art and a little made art. Very nice. There, I had to change the brightness on my screen here so I could see you better. Roar Caution, thank you very much. Next up, Moss. Moss has continued the Brony wave with a very, I might say, almost edgelord Dr. Sherman pony art. Honestly, I think this is pretty funny straight out of the 90s there. You got that good My Little Pony, but also hardcore. I'm not like the other bronies. Very funny. And then... Stop trying to sleep with the anomalies! Yes. Yes. Agreed completely. Agreed completely. Excellent work and excellent artistic morals. Thank you. Next up. I'm having a brain break moment. I am 90% sure this is Dark Duality, but I might be replacing their email handle with another person. And so to be sure, I'm going to say, if Dark Duality is Kiara DP, then yes. I'm like 90% sure I got the right name here. I'm having a brain fog moment. But art of the Marshall family from the famed anthology article that gave us all a lot to think about. And that's really nice. It's very squiggly in a very stylistic way. Also, you poor sweet summer child. Oh, those parents and that demon are not going to be very nice to you. Oh, you do your best, little one. Next up on our list, Director Ethan has been on a tear in the art channel of the Discord server, making all sorts of posters and iconography. And today, the SCP Foundation gets a very dramatic object class neutralized logo. So that would be very dramatic for documentation. I think that's a little over dramatic for a standard clinical document. But if you were making some sort of animatic, this would probably slap, especially with some like rotation before it. So yeah, probably that. That could be probably for some very good SCP music video, I believe. Next up, Billy the Go-Goat has graced us with 3 arts. 3 arts, which is more than 1 art, I have been told. First of all, an adorable time between Dr. Clef, Dr. Sherman, and I forget Billy's researcher name. Dr. Aaron, yes, Dr. Aaron, there it is in the subject. And Dr. Aaron getting 999 time because, you know, sometimes you need 999 time. Next up, hand heart from the team. What? No, beat him. Beat him to death with your open hand slaps. Do it. Do it. Slap that sumbitch. Anyways. Oh, what the fuck? It's been a while since I've seen the Shermaid in my screen, and now it has the colored hair as well. Mermaid director Sherman art isn't real. Sherman. Horrendous. Terrible. I'm dying inside. Ow. All of me. Pain. You. Good art. You. Next up, an intern. It looks like Jackson. Jackson, you seem to be having trouble because the images you have sent are all with a little broken file. So whatever you're sending, the file format is not working. However, one of the things you sent is working. And that thing is the link to this pixel art that you made of Dr. Sherman with an SCP-099 atop him and holding a turtle. I wonder which turtle this is, though. Which anomalous turtle am I handling for my safety here? But the pixel art is good. Very crisp, very clean. Continuing on. Rave Haven. Rave Haven has sent us 3 pieces of art. First one is a simple 999 boy. We've all seen this little squiggly gooey guy before. Don't know why you guys keep giving him facial features. He doesn't have those. It doesn't have those. Nobody's perfect. Leave me alone. Mr. Fall, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. The most important thing in Site 42. My coffee. Yes. And finally, a drawing of me being quite annoyed with you. Feel the eyes piercing into your very soul. Very good, Rave Haven. Very good. Yes, if you're going to do a simple 999, which That is, if you did that alone, that would be basically against the rules because it's too simple. But then you add on a couple other things, we make our way. Loading. All right. Dr. Val is next. And Dr. Val, as always, has stories attached to their arts. So, I am back with more art. Sorry I sent it late. Meme 1. My students are all morons by Dr. Sherman. Number 2. Walking around on a quiet winter night about to get bonked. I don't want to get bonked. What are you doing? C. SCP-049. Trigger warning clean, scalpel, no gore. Okay, and trigger warning 4. Then you didn't say what it is. That's worrying. So, starting up with Dr. Val. Is that a Dan Henschel reference? Is that what we're doing here, Dr. Val? Dr. Sherman as Dan Henschel? My staff are all morons! I mean, it is a hell of a likeness. I have been known to say such things. At least in my head. Next up. Alright, so, who are you? Who is the bonker? We gotta look out. Dr. Sherman, run more seriously. The bonker is coming. Run! Also, the shorts and the jacket and the hand in pocket, it's not a lot of urgency in that run. And the outfit is confusing me for my fitness. But also, the bonker. Next up. I am the cure. Very sinister. I like the use of coloring the green to like contrast all the black and red. That's a very nice touch. Stands out above the crowd, even if it has to shout out loud. And finally, okay, I'm mentally preparing myself for whatever this is. No! 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 Oh. Okay. Let's zoom out. Let's get that out of our hands here. Hi, Josie. You're very good. And so is SCP-999's little hat. And the iPods' little hats. And Dr. Wondertainment's, well, he always has a little hat. And I don't know who you are in there. Who's that? Is that Dr. Light? Is that Iris? Who is that in the back? I see some sort of, okay, well that is some sort of creature. I forget its name and number, but I know what that creature is. Is that Eric's toy way back there? And is that, there's a rabbit of some sort, I think. I don't know what the deal, but it has a very nice little hat. 035 decided to come, and I don't know who's wearing the paper bag on the head. And we couldn't describe it, but we could invite it to the wedding. And there's 049, pleased to cure me of my existence at this point. It's the only way. Very pretty fireworks in the sky. I think those are Kondraki's butterflies. Please, stop enjoying this so much, you bastard. And also all of you bastards in the chat. My staff are all morons. Coming back to here for you. I also angrily can't deny your skill with the artistic medium. It is quite pretty overall. But also, fuck you. Horrible. Horrible. That kid ain't right. Thank you for the otherwise delightful art. All right, a couple more and then I'll return to chat. A couple more and I'll return to chat. All right. Hazard has been working with some welding. And so we've seen these welds before, but they are coming in increased detail. And so I'm not going to show all the angles, but I'm going to show the increase. So yes, first of all, yes, screw that thing. Get rid of it. Ah! No! Die! Die! Furthermore, this, less dye. Less dye, good colors added. Looking good. Less bad. Very good, Hazard. And now we are on to Star, whose art today is the thumbnail, because here we are. Incomplete for lab coat and pen lack, but still. Dr. Sherman, the doll edition. How about that? I like how if you make me chill vibes and you up the contrast a bit, I am giving Markiplier right here. This is a very Markiplier coded Dr. Sherman based on the exact facial expression. That's great. Also, you took a photo of it alongside your Sebastian Solace, which I am sure is a thing from a spooky fandom that is not the SCP Foundation, but is still necessary of being contained. So yes. Star, excellent doll. And finally, so Leha is our last artist of the day. And I have to turn it sideways somehow. Do I have a turn it sideways button? I can't turn it sideways. So I just need to turn this sideways. So let's go with, if I start here. Is that upside down or right side up? Did I turn that the right way? Because we've got a Dr. Clef here. No hand, due to laziness, I guess. But the star here. Just scream! Should have given you a headphone warning. Forgot to do it. Oh well. That piece of art does really speak to my soul. All right. Fan Art Friday list of the day complete. Congratulations and thank you to all of our wonderful fan artists of the day. Zombie Cat says, why isn't my art shown? I don't have art from you, Zombie Cat. Did you send it to the email? Because I don't see your user handle in the email list. I must believe you may have forgotten to send it. Because I have seen your stuff in here before. But there was no rule breakers or anything, just not here. How did you like the wedding? Dr. Val, all information about this, quote, event either doesn't exist or was erased from consensus reality. And so what are you doing to make this a thing when it is not a thing in any sense of the word. That's what I say to you. For those of you who wish to find the email for the Fan Art Friday, for future Fan Art Fridays, I am going to give you a link here. The link is specifically... Wait just one moment. This link right here will take you to the rules for Fan Art Friday, which include the email, because you must read the rules before you can send in your art. There it is in the chat right now. I posted the link twice by accident. You're welcome. Intern Widden, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. All right, let me catch up on the donos. That way I get them cleaned up before we end stream in approximately 15 minutes. Ace, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a lollipop on your way past the commissary. Welcome to another episode of Will PayPal Lock My Account? Well, seeing as many donos as you haven't sent, I'm assuming it must have. So, I hope you sort that out thusly. But again, thank you for your generosity, at least for this one time. Dr. Evil Greasy John, welcome to Mobile Task Force Captainship here at Site 42. We appreciate your newly minted membership and your service. Star, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member, and good art today, specifically doll art. Make sure to grab yourself a slice of cake on your way past the commissary. Doc, I'm at my dad's and he's reviewed your channel. Well, seeing that you are still here, I assume the review was positive. I guess. Director Ethan, you did miss the art. You will have to go back into the VOD. Low Key, thank you for donating again. I shall submit 051, the Anxious Shark art, if that is allowed next time. I have zero idea if that is, because I've not been here for Fan Art Friday. So, if it is fan art of something on the SCP Wiki or Site 42 related, an inside joke of ours, a character that we've come up with, then that is what's legal. If it is an OC, straight up just an OC, that is not so much in the rules because that's not fan art of something of Site 42 or SCP. That's just your own art, not fan art, which would take away the F in Fan Art Friday, making it just Art Friday. Then we don't get the alliteration, so the concept doesn't work. But people have, if you put your OC hanging out with Dr. Sherman, that is a way to sneak your OC into Fan Art Friday, because then it's fan art of Dr. Sherman. And hey, my OC's here too, why not? So that's how people are balancing it out. So that works. Zombie Cat, thank you for your first donation of today's stream to continue our conversation. I also sent it to Discord. Well, I usually don't pull up the Discord for a Fan Art Friday, but I think just one time I might be able to make a exception. Oh. Well, especially for this cutie guy. Hey, Zombie Cat, that is just nice. You got what I believe to be Charlemagne there. the ace representation, the adorableness, the listening to music. It's all there. This is great. I've got no notes. This is peak. This peak right here. No notes. Okay, back to chat. Let's get that in the proper email address next time. Gold 2 Slayer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. It's been a minute. Good to see you again. As well as being a member, make sure to grab yourself a turmeric shot on your way past the commissary. The anomalous kobold has returned. I swear I keep missing these, but I try to get to as many as I can. Not even my power can reach that far. Well, I mean, admittedly, we stream at different times of day every day, so that's both a lot of streams and rather unpredictable. It makes sense, but remember, if you hit that bell on YouTube, it should notify you at least some of the time when we go live. And you can always, if you are of age, join the Site42 Discord server where you can get the live alert roll that I ping every time I start stream. So maybe that will give you an edge to succeeding. Cassidy and friends, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself a dozen donuts for you and your friends. And you didn't send a message with your dono, so simply thank you for your generosity. Fox Packs & Co., thank you for your 20-month member message. As a Mobile Task Force Captain, you are nearly 2 years in our service, and we appreciate you greatly. Cute Violet, please do not spam the emojis in the chat. No, don't hide all their messages. Unhide. No, I didn't ban them. Don't ban them. Desk, I need you more than ever. I just wanted to delete one message because it was spamming them out of emojis. The chat rule, in case you don't know, is if you are a white name, you can have up to 4 emojis in your piece. But green names, the members are allowed to spam emojis. Desk allows that. Your hair, it's ugly. Child, do you think your words can affect me when they are lies? My hair is fabulous. But if that's how you were taught to raise, then I will ban. Yes, I'm petty. If you walk into someone's house and insult them, you're not coming back. It's that simple. I feel no pain about this. Oh, and Foxpax, your member message was, good afternoon, Dr. Sherman. We'll be heading out to the woods to hunt deer 2 weekends from now. Wish me luck. I'll just be happy if I see anything. Hey, good luck on your trip. Take care, leave no trace. Use all of the animal, honor the prey, that kind of thing. Good job. Low Key, thank you for donating again. So does Xmas-J work then? I think it needs to become a more commonly used meme around the community. I think it's only had one mention so far. On top of which, you gotta watch out that if you're making fetch happen, you need to get it to be something we all talk about over time, like, God help me. And by God in this point, I mean any God, any of our Jesus that we have in containment, Clown Milk Jesus. Clown Milk Jesus is a bona fide Site42 inside joke. Xmas-J needs a little more building to get there. What is your secret to being so good at pen tricks? Practice. Hours of practice. Repetitive practice. You just keep doing it. I've been spinning this damn pen for damn near 10 years. Actually, no, I've damn near been spinning this pen for like 15 years. Star, thank you for donating again. Dad said this guy's got colorful hair. Lol. Well, that is, in fact, true. And I will get plus Sherm his lab coat and pen. I live in the ref of the title of the stream, a non-binary question. a non-binary / quests. There we go. Low key, you cannot release Mariah Carey yet. We have to save it for the right moment. Otherwise, the ritual will not take place. Do you want an XK scenario? Because that's how you get an XK scenario. Dr. Sherman, you are inspirational. You made me join the site. I am in a broken masquerade universe, and you are amazing, Dr. Wren. Oh, Dr. Wren, congratulations on joining your local foundation. We appreciate in a world where the anomalies have gotten so bad that the public now knows about them, we need all the help we can get to protect humanity. So thank you for your service. Building Block, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as your very nice Dr. Alto Clef pony art. Make sure to grab yourself an omelet on your way past the commissary. Can you talk about some of the other staff of the Foundation, like Dr. Wrights, Professor Crow, or Agent Strelnikov? Well, it's... when you give me, like, a list like that, my only problem is that, I wonder what to say about them. Because, you know, there's a lot of different staff members. If I go into the doctors, then you have Dr. Dan, who is, I think, head of decommissioning. At least Dr. Dan is the one we were worrying about with 096. Then you have Dr. Blank, who runs Site 43. Or no, Chair of Archives at Site 43. Nice dude. Dr. Sumerian, Ethics Committee, automatically frightens me. Dr. Clef would punch me if heard me calling him a good guy, but, you know, deep underneath, good guy. 1 second, Cute Violet. I understand you want me to answer your question, but if you keep spamming emojis, you will face punishment. You heard me, you know what the rules are now. This is your last warning. Dr. Wrights is always a trouble for me because Dr. Wrights is frickin' always trying to bang staff members or anomalies, which I need to follow around Dr. Wrights with a frickin' squirt bottle. No. Tss, tss. Raccoon Dog, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some delicious trash on your way past the commissary. Hey, Doc, doing well. Here to check your trash for any anomalies. Well, there shouldn't be any anomalous trash here right now, but, sure. Inspection. Yes, Dr. Agatha Wrights. That's what I'm talking about, Intern Haven. Pixel Perryton. Welcome to Level 1 Researchership here at Site 42. We appreciate your newly minted membership and your service. Furthermore, Gold2 Slayer, thank you for gifting 5 Site 42 memberships to today's Containment Hazard Assessment team. Big dub for Gold2 Slayer. And if you got one of those memberships, make sure to thank Goldtooth for their generosity. And Site 42 staff, we are 4 minutes into the end of stream. So make certain that you get your last minute questions in. Checking the chat, checking the chat. Dr. Sherman, can I draw you and my OC star? I see no reason why not. Dr. Sherman, what is the strongest SCP? That would be SCP-6101. If you read its file, the first line of the description is literally SCP-6101 is the most powerful SCP. So that's easy. Do you think Clown Milk Jesus would work better as a joke SCP than a regular SCP? Probably a joke. Probably a joke. You'd have to write like a... I feel like it could only work as a really slapstick article. with Clown Milk Jesus causing a bunch of problems in a Scooby-Doo Looney Tunes way. Maybe it is a joke about all of the other Jizai as well. You could put all the Jizai into one story. O513, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cruller on your way past the commissary. Why the F is Tare a SCP file on me? SCP-001-0513. Are you really O513? You're typing really unprofessionally. This does not seem like overseer behavior. And I did not realize O513 did have a 001 specifically about them. Where is it? Yeah, okay, codename Captain Kirby, 0513. Well, then it seems like there is some sort of, you should read the document and find out why that's the case. I haven't seen that document, I don't know. I don't even know if it's the real SCP-001 or not. General Grimm, thank you for your first donation of today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself an alpha burrito on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, good afternoon. I was able to get copious amounts of work done with that special brew you provided. Ah, yes. Thank you again, by the way, and you're welcome as well. Additionally, I've been thinking, what is the possibility of becoming a canon staff member? Well, all you need to do is write yourself into an SCP. Now, if you write yourself like a personnel dossier, it'll likely get deleted because that's just kind of like codifying your OC blatantly. But if you write an SCP and then it just happens to have your character in it, then congratulations, you're canon that easy. SCP-049 is the article that codified Dr. Sherman on the canon. And I'm just in one interview. So I am a side character at best, but that's enough to be canon. And so yeah, the biggest thing people do is they just try to write their character into the wiki blatantly instead of doing so obliquely. Yellow, thank you for donating again, or your first donation. I don't remember. This is the very last minute of stream. Just grab yourself a Rice Krispies treat on your way past the commissary. Are there any food-related SCPs that aren't like the infinite pizza box or the coffee machine that gives you anything you ask for? Also, what's your least favorite SCP? Well, as a morality issue, I don't really have a least favorite SCP because they're all pieces of art, and even ones I don't like, I can at least see value in most of the time. But for today's purposes and talking about food SCPs, yes, there are a lot of SCPs about food. In fact, there is a food tag on the wiki if you want to see them all. And of course, my least favorite of the day, now that you made me think about it, is SCP-3307, codename Cornucopy Ass. Cornucopy Ass is a Foundation agent who encountered aliens who gave him the power to spawn any person who is near him's favorite food from his body. And that means that if you walk up to him and you think about a cup of coffee, that agent's going to piss out the coffee. If you want mashed potatoes, those are going to come out of his nose. It's disgusting. Hideous. Nobody likes this. 3307, Cornucopias. You're welcome. Cute Violet. We just talked about Miss J on yesterday's stream. Very cute anomaly. Very kind, useful. That's about it. You're in the SCP-049 case file. Yes, Intern Ravehaven. When it was rewritten to update its quality to more modern SCP standards, they wanted voiced logs. And so they brought on myself, the Volgin, and someone else, I forget who at this exact moment, to voice. Dr. Sherman was named after my wiki user handle, The Sherm. Dr. Theron Sherman, The Sherm. And so that was the initial introduction of the Dr. Sherman character, was the 049 article. And then Volgan was, of course, 049. Volgan voices 049 in so many things. So yeah, just a little piece of trivia there. Depression, Cuddle Dragon, and Laughing Pixels. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Intern Swag, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a Snickers on your way past the commissary. Just joined, what did I miss? Well, you missed the whole thing. You're going to have to watch the VOD because we're ending stream. So here at the end of stream, as is tradition, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. But of course, I'm not going to tell you the SCPs I personally wrote are my favorites. That'd be narcissistic. That would be cheating. But if you want to read the SCPs I personally wrote, you can go to the Sherm Site 42 Hub and SCP author page on the SCP Wiki. It is linked in the Site 42 support link, which is in our description or in our pinned chat message. It is beacons.ai/Site42. So there, you can see all the SCPs I personally wrote, as well as did voice lines for, or sound effects for. And so there you can see those, and while you're there, there are some links. There's some links one tab over on my author page that people are usually very interested in, but they just don't think to look there. It's almost like an anti-memetic, but you're inoculated against that anti-meme, right? I would assume so. And so while you're at those links, you can become a Patreon patron or YouTube channel member to support us monthly. You could do YouTube Super Chats or Ko-Fi donations if you want to donate to us one at a time. Either way, we appreciate your direct donations. They are the quickest way to help us keep the lights on here at Site 42. And if you're part of the Broke Gang, which don't fret, we're a starving artist community. We're used to Broke Gang, trust me. You are still a valued and honored member of Mobile Task Force Site 42, codename the Signal Boosters. As long as you're here, watching our videos and hitting the like button and commenting, watching our streams and chatting and hitting the like button, sharing our videos, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, all that YouTube business, you are helping the YouTube algorithm to bring people to Site 42, after which they become SCP fans one way or another, and they help us to support the SCP Wiki and its authors, artists, animators, game devs, filmmakers, merch makers, and so on and so forth. It's a Mobile Task Force Site 42 codename Signal Boosters. We appreciate your membership and your service. Quick break before my favorite SCPs. Intern Ben Lifting, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Last minute donos. Infinite Dragon, thank you for your first donation as well as being a member. Grab yourself a rack of lamb on your way past the commissary. The day is calm. Berry tea is brewing. My cave is decorated and warm as the cold puts me to sleep. The bear meat is smoked. The Global Coke Coalition gone. Good day today. Sounds like a good day. Yes. Ace, your bank account broken, but you managed to get the donation in. Thank you for donating again for your Scream meme. I hope you are enjoying your Scream meme. Swag, thank you for donating again. How would you contain campfire friends? I don't know what that is. Yep, I've never seen this before in my life. What are they? Is there a wiki to explain what's going on here? It is a manga, it is an animation. But I do not have a, the best I can say is it looks like they're in woods and we would have to cordon off the woods so people can't get in. Let us take a quick learning opportunity here. Superior TSS FR. Something you're going to learn about me. I am a being of good vibes and positive energy. Even when I do get frustrated, I try to make it a learning opportunity. When you are complaining in the chat that I'm not getting to your question, it makes me less likely to reward you with my attention and answer your question. You can ask your question as many times as you want. I have not seen your question until now, but I did see the negative energy that you brought into my eye line. And that means I'm not answering your question today. Do not harsh the vibe. There are consequences. Swag, thank you for donating again to point out that it's a comic book series on Webtoons. I will have to look into it more, but I'm betting that my odds are to cordon off the woods so no one goes in there. If someone has to go in there, we send in D-Class. So, with that, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it is a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 980. Content warning on the last one, it's a rough read. Site 42 staff, I have been Dr. Theron Sherman. This has been Fan Art Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Secure, contain, protect. Open your eyes, I see. Your eyes are open. Where no disguise for me. Come into the open. When it's cold outside, am I here in vain? Hold on to the night. There will be no shame. Always I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love, always. I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. The credit song is Always by Erasure. Be safe, be well, Site 42 staff. Secure, contain, protect, and headphone warning for Ace's funny meme.